What is up? Captain Fun here, and in this video, I'm going to give you a full-on breakdown of everything that you need to know about our upcoming 2024 Fall Speedball Leagues across all of our locations. Now, a little bit of background about me if you don't know who I am. I've been playing baseball my entire life, and I've been running Legends baseball and softball camps since 2009, so we are in our 15th season of our 15th year of baseball and softball programming. I played college baseball. I live in the Bay Area. I'm a father of two and a Little League coach, just like many of you out there. And I am absolutely an experience design nerd. This is me at the College of Extraordinary Experiences in Poland, learning how to create memorable, meaningful, and transformational experiences for kids. I played baseball growing up. I absolutely love what I do. I love innovating. I love creating unique experiences for kids that will effectively change their lives. A little bit of background about Legends and Speedball is we've been around since 2009. When I graduated from UC Santa Barbara playing baseball, I wanted to start my own semi-professional collegiate team in summer baseball camp, and that's what we did back in 2009. We are currently a nationally recognized summer collegiate team, youth summer baseball camp, and of course, we have trademarked and pioneered the Speedball League experience. We've put through 2 Olympians, 3 Major League Baseball players, over 50 professional athletes, and we're the only registered program franchise in the entire country that specializes in just baseball and softball. I won the 2018 Positive Coaching Alliance National Double Goal Coach Award, selected from over 800 coaches, and my positive coaching methodologies are felt across all of our programs all over the place. Now, the history of Speedball, you ask. When was it founded? Well, it was created in the fall of 2024 during COVID. In Northern California, we had to figure out, how do you play real baseball games with a stable pod of 12 kids? We learned that not only could you create real baseball games, it was way more fun, way more developmental, and just a better approach for kids in general. We've had over a 90% return rate. Once a kid experiences Speedball, they never want to leave. We've had 10 sold out seasons across the Bay Area. We're obviously growing outside the Bay Area, but we've got all of the best practices figured out. We've been evolving this gameplay for a number of years. We've trademarked and copyrighted the Speedball League rules and experiences, and we've got over 150 5-star reviews on Google and Yelp. If you look up Legends Camps on Google, you'll see 165 reviews as of today, and all 165 of them are 5 stars. We are very proud of that. So, Captain Fun, what is this Speedball League experience you speak of? Well, Speedball in its simplest format is baseball with the least amount of players necessary to play a game, and all wasted time removed. We've looked at everything that slows down the game to make it more boring. We've eliminated that, and we've doubled down on everything that makes baseball more fun. So, what are the rules? Well, Speedball works like this. There's 3 teams of 4 to 5, and they rotate from hitting priority to outfield plus a catcher to infield. Now, our favorite way to do Speedball is what we call pro pitch, where we have professional pitchers like myself that'll come in and modulate pitches to make it feel like a real game from a kid pitcher, and it allows our kids to get 10 to 15 at-bats a game. Players must play the entire game. There's no sitting the bench. Kids are literally out of breath playing baseball. It is so cool to see. You must hit in the in order, and we do a 5-run limit per inning, except for the last inning where there are no run limits. Lastly, we like to bring in the home run line. So there's about 3 to 5 out of the park home run lines, out of the park home runs per game, because hitting outside the park home runs is fun. So we mapped the Speedball League experience as compared to recreational kid pitch. So if you're interested in data, here it is. So in a regular recreational kid pitch games, kids are getting somewhere between 2 to 3 at-bats on average per game. In Speedball, you're getting 12 on average at-bats per game. That's close to 6 times the number of at-bats and the same amount of time. Also, the number of outs played on defense is significantly more in Speedball. In fact, you're going to get 48 outs on defense as opposed to a rec league kid pitch game where you're going to be getting about 13 outs. So you're thinking through 4 times the amount of situations than you would in a regular kid pitch recreational game. You'll also be playing every single position every single game. So you're learning every single positions. Yes, lefties, you're going to learn shortstop. Players, you're going to get a chance to play catcher, first base, pitcher, left field, right field, everywhere, as opposed to a regular rec league game where you're just going to probably play a few different positions. You're going to be involved in way more defensive positions. We actually sat there and did the data all last fall, and you're going to be in somewhere around 12 plays per game, as opposed to rec baseball where you're going to be somewhere between 3 to 4 plays a game that you're going to be involved with. You're going to be in the box way shorter, which means more balls in play, more failure, more learning. As the games move on, what we have seen is that kids will shorten the time in the box per at bat. We're literally seeing right in front of our eyes our players get better. Time on the field is significantly more because there is no sitting the bench. And of course, the time on the bench is significantly less because you're playing the entire time. The only time you're sitting on the bench is when you're waiting for your turn to hit. So, like I said, we have looked at every single thing that makes baseball more fun, more meaningful, and more memorable. And we have doubled down on that and eliminated everything that makes baseball more boring. So what we got is we offer custom jerseys with whatever name you want on the back. You pick the name you want on the back. You pick your team name. We don't care. It's more fun like that. We have a detailed life lesson curriculum where you're going to be having at-home challenges that are going to help you not just become better ball players, but become better people as well. We create even teams with friends. We guarantee that every single player that signs up can be with at least one of their buddies, because we know that playing with your buddies is a big part of the youth playing experience. Full family engagement. We have the parents coming out with their margarita mixers and their tents, and they're spending the whole day out at the field. This is not just fun for the players, it's fun for the entire family in the way that we have it set up. We offer, during our games, they feel like minor league style games, music, announcers, walkout songs. Parents will come out and they'll set up bake sales out there. We'll have national anthem singers sometimes. Everything that makes the games feel awesome, so the kids feel like big leaguers. We're giving awards. We've had some championship rings that we've been giving out. The kids are absolutely loving them, and we also have Player of the Day awards as well. At-home challenges, so that the fun and the learning doesn't stop when practice does. There's no reason we can't continue the learning experience after our practice or games. We have Players of the Day, social media call-outs where we're going to be tagging you so that you parents can repost and share in your child's success. Game recaps so that you understand what we're seeing on the field and what we're going to be learning and working on from practice to practice and game to game. We send out weekly videos that typically focus on life lessons and development so that you're staying engaged with the learning experience while you're not on the field. And then lastly, you know me, I'm Captain Fun, but our other coaches and even our players, we go by nicknames only because that is fun. All right, so the SpeedBall advantage. Here are some of the differences that you get with SpeedBall as compared to for a travel ball or recreational playing experience. You're going to be getting in a kid pitch game, kid pitch or pro pitch, 10 to 15 at-bats per game, sometimes even more. As long as your team's hitting, you're going to be getting a ton of at-bats, which is awesome. In a kid pitch speedball game, it's more like 6 to 10 at-bats, but obviously that is significantly more than a regular rec or travel ball game. You play every single position across the game. That's just how the rules work. We have no travel necessary. Everything is localized in your community. You don't need to travel a few hours to chase down a few at-bats. It's community-based. Everybody knows everybody. Everybody's in a first-name basis. It just feels good. Pre-scheduled games. There's no sitting on your thumbs like travel ball and waiting to learn when you're going to play over the course of the weekend. It's a more family-friendly format. Never sitting the bench. You literally never sit the bench unless you're waiting for your turn to hit. You're playing the whole game, which means you're constantly learning. You can play and sign up with your best friends. We're going to make sure that there's perfectly even teams, that you're placed with at least one of your buddies. We use trained professional coaches only. I personally train all of my coaches. It's not daddy ball. These coaches are first class. They know what they're doing. Most of them have played at the college or professional ranks, and they are amazing. Significantly more defensive repetitions during the games, which means fast-paced, action-packed, epic games full of non-stop learning. Here are some of the advantages and differences about SpeedBall as compared to other youth formats. Some of the developmental benefits of SpeedBall. The game moves very fast. It's not like you're going to get one ball and then you got to wait an hour until the next ball's hit to you. The game goes really fast. Your at-bats, you might get 3 at-bats in 1 inning, 3 at-bats in the course of 8 minutes. You're going to have to learn how to respond from failure quickly. The game doesn't allow for you to get down on yourselves. You're going to get exposure to all kinds of different positions because that's how the rules work. You got to play a new position every single inning. We can literally see right in front of our eyes, because you're going to be getting 10 to 15 at-bats from the first at-bat to the last at-bat of the game. We could actually visibly see players making improvements and adjustments in their game. Because we have teams of 5, you develop some seriously intimate bonds with all of your teammates as opposed to getting lost in the shuffle with teams of 12 to 15 kids. There are no issues with emotional or arm burnout or physical burnout because it's either a once or twice a week experience. We don't do it more than twice a week, and it just allows us to self-regulate how much workload that they're getting as far as baseball and softball competition goes. It's a focus on fun first. Everything is done with a focus on fun first. We know that if kids are having fun and they fall in love with the game of baseball or softball, they will eventually dedicate themselves and develop some real skills. But this is a recreational program, a developmental program to ensure that kids fall in love with the game and they want to keep coming back for more and more. And lastly, more repetitions, way more repetitions, which this is what this is all about, which means more mistakes, which means more learning. All right, so here are the fall 2024 SpeedBall League details. Well, here are all of our locations. We got our flagship location in Menlo Park. This is sold out every single year since we have started. Because we sell out in Menlo Park, we have now opened up an overflow location in the San Mateo or Belmont area. We're going to be up in Marin. We always sell out that league as well. We'll be up in Santa Rosa and in the Petaluma and Sonoma area. We'll be down in Orange County. We'll also have leagues in Tucson, of course, our first out-of-state league. And then lastly, in San Jose, aka the South Bay, and then the East Bay as well. We're still locking in some of our SpeedBall League days, times, and locations as of the recording of this video, but the season's going to start just after Labor Day of 2024 and end in mid-November. For our Bay Area locations, that's Marin, San Mateo, Menlo Park, we are going to be having one midweek practice and one weekend game, San Jose as well. For all the other outside the Bay Area locations, Petaluma, Orange County, Tucson, this is going to be one weekend or game or practice per week. So just one time per week. The weekend practices and game times will be updated on the website shortly. So please continue to check back at legendscamps.com. This year, what we're doing to make sure that everybody is pushed appropriately and playing with the right level of play, after you register and pay to join the SpeedBall League, you will have to attend an in-person evaluation. If your child is attending a summer camp with Legends, that'll serve as their evaluation. Coming out of that, we will tell you what division and the times and dates of your programming. If it doesn't work for you, for whatever reason, we'll give you a refund. Okay, it works just like Little League, where you sign up, you go to evaluation, we'll tell you where you're going to be placed. You could obviously request to be with certain friends and things like that later, but that is how we are doing divisions and placement this year. Here are the divisions that we offer. We're going to be offering 3 to 4 divisions depending on how many kids sign up and depending on the location, but we start at the ages of 7 to 9, which is our hit and run pro pitch divisions. That's the youngest kids we have. Now, if you're an advanced 8-year-old, a 9-year-old, kind of a novice 10-year-old, you'll be able to play double play. From advanced 9-year-olds to novice 11-year-olds, that is our triple play pro pitch division. Sometimes we blend that with a little bit of kid pitch, and our only kid pitch division that we do by design is our Grand Slam division. That's advanced 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds, and 12-year-olds. What you may not get an in-game pitching and catching experience, you're going to get back so much more by getting 10 to 15 at-bats a game and playing every position. We do work on pitching and catching at practice, but at the end of the day, SpeedBall is SpeedBall, and it's legendary when we're doing it at that pro pitch level for kids ages 7 to 10 years old or so. Here are some of the things that you get when you register. You're going to get a jersey. You're going to get a shirt. You're going to get a hat, belt, socks. You're going to be getting the end of the season award. You're going to be getting access to the Spotify Pump Up playlist so you can listen to it on your way to the field to get fired up to play your best. You'll be getting our life lesson playbook, which is 10 weekly life lessons that map to the arc of the season so that you're getting better as a person, not just as a player. And then lastly, we'll be sending out a Coach Connect evaluation straight from your child's head coach to your inbox so you can learn exactly what your child did well, what they didn't do well, and what they need to improve upon. Now, just for watching this, we're going to give you a $100 off discount code. We only have 100 uses of it, so you got to go ahead and enter it ASAP. My guess is once it gets into middle of the summer or so, this is not going to be available anymore because we only have so many uses of it. But if you enter Save 100, you can get $100 off. Now, you could also split up your payments with Affirm. If you want to spread out payments over the course of 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, you can do that with Affirm with kind of zero fees, which is pretty awesome. So, Captain Fun, why should I reserve my spot now? Well, you get 30 days to cancel as long as the program, as long as it's not in 14 days of the first day of the program. Also, enter Save, go today because that Save 100 is only good for 100 usage, so you can get the lowest possible pricing on the SpeedBall League. And lastly, some of these leagues sell out, so you're going to be able to reserve a spot in our most popular program. Also, guys, this program is truly incredible. I'm going to have my own son in it for the first time, which I'm pumped about. If it's not meeting your needs or meeting your expectations, we will give you a 100% full money back guarantee. No questions asked, as long as you just try it out for 2 weeks. We've only had to do this maybe once or twice for someone and it wasn't a great fit, but it's very, very rare. But we promise you that you are going to love this program, and we do offer back a satisfaction guarantee if it's not meeting what you were looking for. Guys, gals, parents, kids, I want to thank you so much for watching this. If you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to reach out to us at help@legendscamps.com. With that being said, you're ready to go. Please go ahead and register. We'd love to have you this fall. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you out at the field soon, and be legendary.